Hey guys, so this is a video response to Lafond66, also named Brian. He did a sexy beast tag and he asked for people to do a video response, so here's mine. Let me pull up the questions. So you have to bear with me, I have everything kind of typed out in front of me on my computer, so I'll be looking up and down the whole time, so sorry. First question was, what are 3 things that that my viewers wouldn't know by looking at me? Well, number 1 on the list is I'm single, which has been a problem for about 7 years now, but 'tis my life. That I drive a Prius, but secretly really want a Tesla. I don't know what it is about that car, but I love it. I love green energy type things, and the Tesla is by far the best all-electric vehicle on the market. Unfortunately, it costs about $100,000. So I just support their company by buying their stock. The next one is, the third thing is that I always seem to have like horrible energy. It's probably because I eat crap all the time, but I'm trying to fix that. We'll see. I've just started running more and everything, so we'll see if that helps turn around my laziness or lack of energy, whatever you want to call it. Next question is, what are 3 books you would recommend to a friend? Well, I'm actually going to probably skip this one because really, of all books that I really have read have been science books, and most people wouldn't even want to read them. Like, most of them have been about HIV and AIDS and not like the epidemic or anything, but like the infection process and vaccine research on it and everything. And other things have been like about Ebola and a bunch of other viruses and bacteria, because, I mean, come on, my screen name says it, social microbe. I love microbiology, and that is why I majored in it. I guess the only actual book I could really suggest that I have read in my life would be Dream Boy, which is a, I guess, homoerotic, or no, I guess it's a, I don't know what you would call it, but it's like a gay youth book, and it gets a little on the steamy side at some points, which is really odd, but it was still a good book. I enjoyed reading it. Next question is, what are your 3 favorite movies? My 3 favorite movies at the current point would be Latter Days, which is a gay-themed movie, which is by far one of my favorite gay-themed movies. And then I guess it would be The Covenant and Queen of the Damned, because I love my supernatural stuff. I would love to, in real life, be a vampire at some point. I don't know why. I guess the whole fact of living forever I like, because who doesn't want to see what the future holds and see flying cars and all that stuff, and maybe even space travel for the commoner, which would be great. The next one is, what are your 3 favorite all-time or current television shows? Continuum, because it goes from the future back to the past, which was really cool, and it's all about not changing the past, trying to prevent the change of the past and everything, so that the future does stay true. And then you have, I would say, True Blood would be on there, and Dark Angel, which unfortunately only lasted for, I think, like 2 seasons, but is by far one of my favorite shows, and that's probably because it had genetic sequencing stuff and genetic modification, stuff like that, which is right up my alley. Next one is, what are the last 3 text messages you sent or received? Well, unfortunately, all 3 of them were between a conversation with me and a friend of mine named Josh, because we were talking about my Fitbit, which is this little thing here, which is basically a pedometer and everything on steroids, I would say, that I wear all the time because it's waterproof and everything up to 10 meters. So, and I just have to basically charge it about every 4 or 5 days, so it's not too bad. But it ran me about $100, which is, but I like it because it tracks everything for me. On their website you can put in, or on their mobile app, you can put in what you've eaten and everything, and it's really cool. I had their first gen product that they released, which was like the whole pedometer that you put on here, but it still did most of what this one does. But it wasn't waterproof or anything. It always fell out, was getting stepped on. Now I don't have to worry about that. So, if you got the money, I'd recommend getting one. I'll actually put a link in my description where there's a report that was written by somebody where they compared this one to the Jawbone version of it and the Nike version of it, and this one won overall, and they list basically the pros and cons of all the 3 different models. By the way, this isn't sponsored by them. I just like their product. Thanks. Next is, what are your last 3 tweets or Facebook status updates? Well, they're going this order from most recent to least recent, and they were all tweets actually, and one was retweeting a story about the Marco McMillan murder, which was an openly gay mayoral candidate in Mississippi that was murdered. And the second one was a YouTube video about a gay couple getting married. It was like a music video type thing. It was actually really touching and making me wish I could hopefully get that someday. And the third one was about the trailer for Lee Daniels' The Butler, because there was a part in there that this boy was like wearing this thing that almost looked like a unitard type thing, but it was knitted, but it was like he was outside, like he's going to the pool or something. It was weird. I'm trying to figure out what it is. I don't know. Next is, what do you think are the 3 hottest celebrities? Well, I went ahead on that question and made a list beforehand, and I have about, I would say, 8 or 9 of those. So I'll read off my short list of it, which would be Alex Pettyfer, which is super hot, Nicholas Hoult, Chris Pine, Gaspard Ulliel, Jamie Bell, Chase Crawford, Anton Yelchin, and Eddie Redmayne. I cannot say his name, but I'll list all those below. So I probably butchered a lot more than just his name, so sorry to those celebrities. Didn't mean to butcher them. I'm not good at pronouncing stuff very well. Next is, what are 3 of your bad habits? Leaving dishes out. Really bad habit of that. Cleaning house. I suck at cleaning house. I don't like it. It's boring and annoying, and I just wish I had a maid. Third would be drinking Cokes. Any carbonated beverage, actually. I'm drinking AW root beer right now. But it's so good. I can't help it. Okay. Next is, what are 3 specific foods you love? Well, the 3 things I have that I'm going to list are actually all from local restaurants, and nobody will really know them unless you live in Athens, Georgia, but here we go. It's chocolate death cake, which is a it's chocolate vegan cake with chocolate icing with chocolate chips. So it's a bunch of chocolate, but it's so good. And that comes from The Grit, which is a vegetarian vegan restaurant here in Athens, which is really good as well. Next would be a chicken enchilada with lemon cream sauce from Taqueria del Sol. I mispronounced that, sorry. Taqueria del Sol. Thank you, sorry. But it is so good. You basically just want like something to mop up all of the lemon cream sauce because it's basically like a lemony cheese sauce that is so good. And then the third would be this mango chicken curry from Taste of India that they have here, which is to die for. But yeah, I can't help it. I probably went out of frame, sorry. Let's see here. The next question is, what are 3 words you hate? Sup, S-U-P, really? Worst word in the world. People that go around calling each other dude. I live in a college town. Nothing but fratitudes and sorositudes, and I can't stand them. And I don't like the word fag. Never have. It's just, no. Can't stand that word. Can't at all. Next is, what are the first 3 things you see in front of you right now? Well, since I'm filming in my living room, it's going to be my 2 dogs, which are actually one's on each side of me. I have Sky over here and Moose over here. My third one's upstairs, locked up because she almost knocked over the camera last time I filmed. And then I guess my TV, which is actually located right behind my camera, and my laptop. So I have kind of a bunch of electronics everywhere as well. Next is, what are my 3 biggest fears? Going into debt, always owing money to my parents, and probably never finding love. Because I've been single 7 years. I mean, can't help it. It's always in the back of my mind that I may never find somebody. So basically I'm going to be one of those, I'll be a cat lady except I'll have dogs. That's not good. Next question is, what are your 3 favorite YouTubers? Well, because some of these people are actually in a relationship, I'm going to group them together and put another person as well. So I'm going to say Dan and Brian, because I am responding to one of Brian's videos, but I love watching their videos. I think they have a cute relationship, and I find them interesting to listen to and watch their videos, especially Brian. He talks about some stuff that I actually really enjoy listening to, and can't help but watch it. Next is Daniel Stark, which is Daniel Ryan without all the A's, on YouTube. I like him. He's always talks about interesting things, and he's really cute. But no, that's on another note. And then I guess Will and RJ, which is Shep689. I don't remember what RJ's handle is. I'll put it in the comments, the section below, yeah. Because I can't remember off the top of my head. But they vlog every day, and it's always interesting to just kind of follow what's going on in their life. It's pretty interesting, especially since they just made the move from Florida, which is near my neck of the woods, and to the other side of the country, which is something I can only dream of because unfortunately I just started a new job, so I'm stuck here for a while. And I don't know how much longer I'm going to be here, and I kind of wouldn't mind moving, but that probably won't happen until I pass the GRE and apply to grad school to go get my PhD and all that other stuff, so we'll see if that happens. But that's all the questions, and for my regular subscribers that will probably see this, if you want to, please post a video response of you doing this as well. That would be pretty cool. Other than that, have a good one. Bye.